Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to a very quick spirit message and tip. This is something that has come up every day in my comment section for as long as I've had this channel, and I don't know why I've never done this video before, but I am definitely putting it all in one place, okay? So everything that I've been answering individually, I'm going to put all in this video, so anytime somebody asks me a question, I'm going to be giving them this link. So anyway, looking for new tarot and oracle cards, 5 best ways to find decks for you. So I get asked this again all the time. There's so many tarot and oracle decks out there. I get it. How you can find, and a lot of people ask me for recommendations, and they're into this, they're into that, but I want to equip everybody with 5 top best ways to find tarot and oracle decks for yourself, okay? So the number one quickest, easiest way that I always give out is my playlist. So I always send out this playlist. Now, I am so OCD, you have no understanding how organized I am. All my videos are organized in playlists. So if you go just click on playlist, you'll see every video I ever have. I think I have about 10 playlists, maybe 11 playlists. But you go to the Free Spirit Close-Up Review playlist, I give out the link to my playlists. That's what I usually do. And what I tell people to do is just browse the playlist, because what I say is when you go through the playlist, there's literally 230, oh my God, there are 293 tarot and oracle decks here. Okay, so to get an idea, the first thing I say is just browse my playlist, because just from the snapshot, see the images here, you read the title of the deck and you see the snapshot, you'll know instantly, am I even interested? So if it grabs you and you're curious, but it's almost like you'll know right away. Are you into crystals? No? Then immediately pass. If you are, that might be of interest. So I always say just browse and see if something just grabs your interest. Does the title grab your interest? Does the snapshot image drop, the imagery, the actual design in there? If it does, if you click on it, every video shows a close-up review, meaning it shows a close-up of all the cards and a bonus reading at the end for the oracle deck. See when it says plus bonus reading? If you click on that, at the end you'll get a bonus reading. So you see all the cards, you'll get a bonus reading, which gives you a snapshot of what the guidebook is like. And that's the easiest way. So people ask me, I'm into the cosmos, I'm into, whatever it is. I always say just browse through, because if you like, if you like the title and you like the image, then you'll know it's immediately worth your while. And if not, then that's it. So I always say just the quickest, easiest way is browse the playlist, because then you can instantly see. That's number one. The quickest, easiest way, just to browse through the playlist. So I give my playlist out. That is like my quick answer to everyone. I'm like, just browse, like almost like if you're in a store. It's like, oh, that looks interesting. Oh, that does not. That's my style. That's not. Oh, let me check that out. I'm into that right now. Whatever. Okay. That's the number one. So I'm going to give you the 5 best ways. That's number one, is just browse and see if you like the title, see if you like the images, because that it could either, you can nix it right there, or you're going to feel an attraction. And because sometimes the deck finds you. It's really interesting. You don't have to know what you're specifically looking for. All of a sudden it's like, oh my God. Okay, let me get to the next one, because I'm going to go off tangent. That's number one, browse the playlist. Number 2, the next thing is know yourself and know your likes. What do you like? What do you honestly already really like? So like I was saying, like, what do you like? Are you into crystals? Well, then you're immediately going to want to browse here for the crystal decks. Are you into angels? Then immediately browse through and grab those angels. Are you into flowers? Grab the flowers. If you're into nature, are you into manifesting right now? There are a lot of manifesting. Are you into light working? So what are you interested right now? Okay, because a lot of things we're interested. Yes, we're interested in angels, we're interested in archangels, but right now, like, what do you really feel? I'll get to that, but know yourself and your likes. Some people are not into angels. Some people are not into archangels. Maybe they're more into nature. Maybe you're more into Gaia right now. So you want to, know yourself and your likes. Some people are into water, so you might be into more water-based, I don't know, there's earth, there's all these things. So what do you really like? So if you're into crystals, or if you're into angels, definitely start, browse where your interest is. So that's number 2, know yourself and your likes. What do you honestly already really like? Are you into angels, archangels, crystals, astrology, the moon, nature, flowers. There's literally lots of decks with those themes for everyone. And that's what I mean, like, especially oracle decks, there's a lot of themes, and you can find a theme that you already naturally really like. And so, like butterflies, I tend to love butterflies. I mean, is that a surprise? But everything with butterflies I tend to have because I just particularly like butterflies, okay? So whatever you really like, feel free to gravitate naturally to that. You know yourself best. Know yourself and your likes. That's number 2. Number 3, this is important. Know your level. Know your level. Oopsie, sorry. We are helping you. That's so funny. It just went to that. That was, oh my gosh, that's so bizarre. That just went to that. How did that even get to that? Okay, anyway. Number 3, know your level. Are you a beginner or are you advanced? Because if you're a beginner, really know, do you need the messages on the cards? I remember when I was beginning, I preferred oracle decks even that had a lot more words on the cards. Are you more of an intuitive reader? Do you not like it so wordy? So do you know your level? Are you a beginner? If you're a beginner, you definitely are going to want to go for those decks that have messages on the cards, that have easy, understandable, that kind of thing. So know your level. Know that when you're getting, because the worst thing is getting a deck that you can't figure out. That's come up a lot. I know for myself, even knowing tarot very well, I don't like when there's just pips on the cards, just like 5 pentacles and there's no image, or 3. I find myself like counting the images that are on. I just know that about myself. So I could think a deck is very pretty, but I also I know what I need. And some people don't need that. I just find that I start counting what's on the card and it takes me out of how I use my brain on a reading. I'm somewhere else on my reading. I don't need to be back in my body, like physically counting stuff on a card. So that's even something to keep in mind. But if you're a total beginner, you want messages on the cards. You want the imagery to be very clear of the meaning. And then if you're more advanced, know your level. So keep that in mind. So again, know yourself and your likes is number 2. And number 3, know your level. So know, what you need on your cards. Number 4, this made me laugh, but it's so necessary to say, know that it doesn't matter what anyone else really thinks about the deck. And this made me laugh, but it is so true. Now, if you read a raving review from me where I have hearts all over something and I'm raving about it, it doesn't mean it's the right deck for you. It's my personal preference. I might be feeling a total love and connection to this thing, but we all have different tastes and different preferences. So it doesn't matter what I'm raving about, that it's my personal taste and it's not yours. The same for any video that you see online from anyone. They could be raving about it and I'll be like, okay, I'm not feeling that at all. And I'm sure that it's vice versa, that I'm saying something and you're like, I don't see it, I don't feel it. Yeah, because it doesn't matter what anybody else says about a deck, because it's about what you're feeling from the deck. Feel free to watch and listen and then feel out if the deck is right for you. And that is number 5. Yes, feel out the deck. So that's my last secret. I know that sounds really weird, but once you see the images and you know what it's like and it's your level and you've done all the above, it's your level, you like the images, it's your theme and everything else, I always say number 5, feel the deck. Feel the deck. How would it feel actually working with it? Does it already feel like it's actually already your deck? Does it feel like the deck for you right now, even to use? It should feel right to you and coming to you at the right time. It should feel like it is meant for you to have. It should feel like a big yes. And if not, you can always get it at another time or never. But I mean, it should just feel like a big yes, that's for me. Yes, that's for me kind of feeling. And then that's the deck. So those are my big 5, my top 5 best ways to find the decks for you. So I just wanted to put it quickly in a video that the number 1 thing I always do is I hand out my playlist like it's anything, like it's nothing. Like I am always emailing or putting in the comment section to people. Feel free to browse the playlist because, again, number 1 thing, you could see the title. Are you into that? Do you like the imagery? And you can easily skim. Number 2 was know yourself and your likes, so you'll already know what to skim, what you're gravitating to. Number 3 was know your level, so you'll instantly get, if you get the cards, you can understand the cards, or you're like not ready for that yet, or if it's perfect for you. Number 4, it doesn't matter what anybody else says about the deck, and 5 was feel out the deck. Like feel out the deck. It should feel like a big yes. That's for you, like instantly. So that is my top 5 best ways, summing it all up. I just wanted to let you know, looking for new tarot and oracle cards, these were my 5 best ways to find great decks for you. And it's so personal, but whatever you find, I hope you enjoy to the fullest. And I also took the time over the break of this pandemic. Everything here in the close-up reviews was the time that I posted it. Like, it's not alphabetical because that's not how YouTube works. But if you go to my website, the decks are even in alphabetical order. That's what I did, because you see how here it's not alphabetical? It was driving me crazy. And when I had to look up a deck, I had to go through hundreds to get to something to recommend. So on my website, it's alphabetical. Here, it's just in, you know, the date that I posted it. So my very first review I ever did was the Osho Tarot. And then the next, you can see Akashic Tarot. This is in the order of how I did the reviews, actually. And you'll see, too, it got better with time. So if you are going to these older videos, you know, keep in mind, that was years ago. So, you know, some are better than others. But I did try to show all, and no matter which deck it was, you'll see every card and a bonus reading if it's an oracle deck. And, yeah, and that's how it all started. But who knew it would go to this? But yeah, those were my 5 best ways. And I wish you the best with all decks that you find. They should just feel like your personal deck, like just right for you. So definitely, again, you know, no matter how much I'm raving about something, of course, you know, it should be your deck. It should feel like your deck. All right, I wish you the best. Take care. Bye-bye.